So last class we discussed about that few JavaScript concept, like how we can create variable, okay, we can create function, how can we use it, how we can create array and object, what is difference between these two, how we can store data in array, how we can get data in array, okay, how we can create new key and store the value in object, like this. The small questions we gone through, okay. So again we'll go here, we'll do the inspect console. Yeah, so I think last one. Yeah, so last class we gone through this, right? The array one, object one, right? How we can push data in array, how we can push data in object, how we can get the value from object and array. Okay, cool. So now, yeah, let it be like this. Okay, cool. So as of now, you can see this is an array, this is an object, right? Okay, let's create some variable with array of object. Okay, array of object like a student, let a student detail, or a student list. Okay, cool. So here I want to store multiple student. A screen is not visible. Okay, so you guys have to tell, right? Okay, I'm sharing my screen. I'm sorry, forgot to share. Cool. So now you can see yesterday we created one array and this is an object. So now you can see my screen, right?
Yes, bro.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So now we are going to create one variable called array of array. Sorry, array of object. So basically, what I want to store multiple student details. Like this is one student object. What will happen if you want to store multiple student? So inside that, let's go here and we'll create like this first. I'm just copying it, right? Okay. This is detail of one of student. After that, okay, cool. Okay, I forgot to keep this in bracket. Okay, this is the student of second one, and okay, yes. So now we can see. Now we can see we have list of a student detail. So student list is an array. Inside that we have three student detail. One one has the name and age. Everyone has the name and age. Name and age. You can add other key also. Okay. So this is array of object. So now if I want to get the value of second the second student age, so how we will get? So first of all, we'll print this console dot log, and first of all give the array name. So which index you need, first, second, or third? So I want ck age, right? So ck is on 0 1. This is 0, this is 0, because after comma it will be there 0, and this is 1, so we'll give 1. Okay, we'll give 1. After that, we'll reach over here. If you give that, then we will reach over here. Let's print it and check. So now we can see if we give 1, means I'm getting full object. Now I want age. So after that, what I will go do here dot. If you give this, you can see 20 are coming, right? The result is 20. Cool. So what I did is this is the simple one, right? Previously, every index have some direct value like a string or number, but here this is an object. So if you access by index, you will get an object, or inside that there is a key, so you can get the any key. Cool. After that, so okay. So now this is array of object. Now I'm going to create some let 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 13, 18. Create let data is equal to this. I have an array. Inside that, I have the number 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 13, 18. Okay. Now I want to print all the all the number inside that. So how we will do that? So there is a method called for each. Okay. Now do this. Inside that you will write the arrow function. Cool. Okay. Now here you can give any name, like I'm going to give d or data is already taken, so I'm using d. Okay, cool. Now we will print console dot log d. Cool. Now if you print over here, press here, 1 minute. You can see it's printing 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 7, 9, 13, 18. So basically array has some method called for each. So what for each will do, it will iterate each and every element one by one. So like here data dot for each, again I will write this, so we'll get at least some. Okay, so now if someone told that iterate this value, I want each and every value, print each and every value, how we will do that? Console, sorry, data dot for each. Okay, after this bracket, because it's a function, it's a method, so the bracket will come inside that. If you want this, you can do like that. Inside that, how we will do? Simply create one more array bracket. Sorry, array function. Press this, and if you give t over here as a reference, because uh, whatever the data is coming, it will take at this reference. You can give any name. E you can give, Q you can give any name. I'm just giving d. Now, if you want to print this, what you have to do? Console dot log d. Okay. Hey, 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 13, 18. Coming, right? If someone want to store this data in some other array, they have what we will do? New array, new data. Okay. Now, if someone want this is an array, right? I want the data. I want the new array, which will like every number. It will create the every number double of number or less than one of this number, right? Any condition you can add. So now let's append this, right? How we can push data in any array? Any idea? If we want to push data in array, what we will do? Yesterday we learned, right?
Push that.
Okay, dot push, right? So now whatever the data is coming, I want to push inside the new array. Okay. First of all, I want to push this data into new array. So we'll check what is the value of new array. Console.log new array, new data. So you can see 2, 4, 5, 7, 9. So whatever the data you are getting in for each D, you are simply putting inside the new array data, new data. What will happen if someone want like no, I want the double of this number. So what you will do? 2.
Multiple.
Yes, you will multiply the whatever the data you are coming, you will multiply by 2 and push inside the data. So now if you do, see 2 become 4, 4 become 8, 5 become 10, 7 become 14. Like that it's you can store it. Okay. So there is one way called for each. Now there is one more way called map. So here you can see, let's check the first the check the syntax of map. Syntax of map is very similar. Just take it, have a look here. Data.map. Again this after the syntax you will follow. Cool. The same syntax as for each and map, but difference is here you will get one return method. Okay. Here you will get one return method or else any kind of if you are directly returning number just return it like this. Let's so someone told right create a array like double of this number or triple or multiply by this. So you can create a new array directly over here. Let some new array equal to data.map. I want to return every time this will be the D because every time it will come as a D. Any reference you can let's take a P over here. P into 8. Okay, P into 8. So now if you click over here and print the new array. So now it's become new array is 8 times more than the data, right? You can 2 become 16, 4 become 32, 5 become 40. Like that it's happened. So basically what we did, so we used two method. One method called for each, second method called array. So and they both iterate the array. They both iterate the array. Like I have the array called data. Inside that there's some value 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 10 something. Okay. Now I want to iterate this. So I have two options. Either we can use for each or we can use map. Okay. So the differences in these two, like for each didn't return anything, but map returned the value. Okay. So here you can see for getting the value, we were pushing inside the array. Here we are not pushing itself. We are just returning it and it will create new array. So if someone will ask what is map and for each, just simply whatever you have seen over here, you can have to tell like both iterate the value of array. Okay. But differences between these two, for each didn't return the data, but map return the data. Okay. And map is like you can also say map create a new array, right? If you see over here, see this is new array. Whatever the condition you have given, like if you are asking no it should be multiple of 8, someone told no it should be multiple of 10, right? Someone said no it's a half of, like no I want the half of this. So how you will do that, right? What will the value of these two? Okay, see I want the half of this. So it's depend on your condition, what are the condition you are giving. So what map do, map whatever the given condition you have there, it will create a new array based on that condition and it will not disturb the original array. So here you will check It is not disturbing the original array is same 2 4 5 at every time. It's creating the new array with the given condition. Okay, so this is difference between these two, map and for each. So what today we learn about the how we can iterate the value of array. Cool. So let's implement in our project first. Okay, cool. So yesterday we learn about a few concept called a state. Here we uh, check like how we can create a state. So here you can check, yesterday we created the uh, a state called name age. Initial value we have given Nishant and age we have given 45. Then we have created a hello, your age is this. So we use like how we can use the state. So we have given hello and we were using the state called name. After that again your age is, and there is one more state called age. So at least we know how we can define and use the state. Okay. After that, we have created one button we have created, and our requirement was like if we click on button, name should change. Whatever the name state value is there, we want to change it from Nishan to it will become Gaurav. So first of all, what we did, we have created one button first. Okay, let's forget about the on click as of now. First, create a button called click me. The text inside we have given click me. So button is created. Now we have created one function called handle name. Okay, initially we were checking either this function is working or not, at least working or not. So what we did, every button has some event, right? Either one click, double click, on mouse hover, right? So these are the events. So here we use like if someone told, okay, what is our requirement? If someone click on button, so that's why we use on click, and on click we call a function. Then the function which change the name. So on click we call this function. Okay. So now you can check over here. Your IP is there, right? So as of now, my hello Nishant, your age is 45. So once you click on this, what is the event? What is our requirement? Okay. So what are the things you can do on button? You can click one time. You can click double time. You can hover, means you can keep your pointer on top of this hover, right? So these are the few events we can trigger, right? So as of now, what event we were triggering? On click we were doing on click. Okay. So for on click, let's see, this is my function. As of now I want to check either this function is calling or not. So we put one console inside that function. Cool. Now if you go, okay, if we click over here, so at least this function is calling, right? This function is working. So okay, now if this function is working, then we will change the name. So we will do a step by step. Now if we refresh here, see, hello Gaurav. Previously it was hello Nishant. Now it's hello Gaurav. Okay, cool. So uh, today we'll create one more assignment. So I'm going to delete this and I will create from scratch. So I'm just deleting this, not from here. Okay, I'm deleting this also. Cool. So our requirement got changed. So what is our requirement? Okay, there is one button. There is one more button. Okay, this will use for minus, and this is used for plus. And here the number will be there. Like initially it will be 0. If we click on this button called plus, the value should increase. If we click on this button, value should decrease. Okay, so we'll follow this first. Okay, cool. So first of all, we'll think, okay, what are the value we are going to change? Clicking on button is fine. What we are going to change in our project? What is the variable? So number will be either increase or decrease. So first we will create one a state, like a state we have to create. Will give number, name called number, and there is one function called set number. Set number. You can give any name. Okay. Now we can give use state. Initial value we can give 0. Initial value what we can give? We can give 0. Okay. So now we have created one number we have created. So first of all, we'll create two button. Class name is equal to, we can give btn. We can give any. Let's give danger. Okay, cool. Here I can give minus. We'll create one more button. Class name is equal to btn success. Give plus. Let's check how it's look like. Okay, so now we can see there is one button minus and plus. We want to, in between we will give one, see, either directly also you can give. As of now we are learning the functionality, so we'll give number. Cool. You can check. So there is a minus button, there is a plus button, in between there is a number. Okay, let's give uh, 3 or my3 my3, sorry, mx3. My is a, here also you can give my. We want to change the x-axis now, so they will use that. Okay, cool. So now, okay, even I want to gap from my name is Gaurav, so from there it's taking class name mt3. Okay, okay, now we have this. I think in app.js somewhere my name is Gaurav or something is coming. Yeah, my name is here, name is Gaurav now. If you want to comment it out, you can do it. Cool. So now you can check. Okay, so we have completed the design, plus, sorry, minus and plus. Now we'll create two function. What we will create? Two function. One will be increase the value, second will be decrease the value. So first we will create two function. Const handle decrement. Okay, something, then do this. Okay, now create one more function. Const handle increment. Cool. So now first we will check either this function is working or not. So first of all, we'll create console.log. Here we'll give, okay, minus console.log. Here we will give plus. Okay, but put in a string. Whatever the string is there, put over there. So now we have two functions. One is handle increment, second is handle decrement, like that. So here, and where we will use these two? So here we will use decrement 1, here we will use increment 1. So this is the -1, right? Here what we will use? On click. On click is the event for that button. We will call this function. Okay, simply we call this function on click. Okay, now we will check at least this function is working or not. So how we will check? We have given the console. If we click on this button, this console, this minus and plus should print over here. So I think uh, uh, let's click on this button first. Okay, plus is coming. Okay, good. Check on minus. Okay, minus is also coming. So plus minus. So means the calling the function is working. So now we will write the logic inside it. So why we have created this decrement and why we have created the increment. So that set number, right? We'll use set number. Here what we will do, we can give any like 56. If you click here, the value of number will change to 56. As of now, I'm checking one by one. Console, or let it be as of now. So we'll change the value over here only. So now we will go and check. Click on button, it become 56. But our requirement was not this. It will increment by 1. So what we will do? So whatever the number, right, will add plus 1. Plus 1. Okay. The same thing we will do over here. So now we will check how it's working. Let's refresh this first. Cool. Now we'll check the value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now the same thing I want to decrement. So again what we will do, how we can change the value of number. So there is a function called set a number. Okay, and now what we will do, I will remove 1 minus this number. Cool. Now you can see. Okay, got it. If you click over here, okay, so basically we have created a function, two function. One is incrementing for increment, second is for decrement. We have created, first of all, our requirement was create two button, one with minus, one with plus. In between number will be there. If you click on minus, it will like reduce the number by 1. If you click on plus, it will increase the number by 1. Okay, so the first thing come in mind. Okay, the number means the variable is number. Okay, so we have created a state called number. So in the state, a state name is number and a state function is set number. So with the help of set number, we will change the value. Okay, so we have created initial value, we have given 0. Okay, and then we have created two button. One is for minus, second one is for plus. In between we have given the number. So now we can see the design is like this. Cool. So initial value is 0, so we have given this. Now we have created two function. One by one we will do. Two function, one for decrement and one for increment. Okay, and we have created this function but didn't call. Now when we will call this function on events calling, right? When event is fire, like when event is triggered. So which event? So button has one event called on click as of now. So if we'll check, if decrement button will call, if minus button will call, we will call this decrement one. If the plus button we'll call the increment one. Inside that, again we will check with the console. If we check, okay, now it's working, then we will put the logic over here. Okay, so what's the logic? So every number, whatever the number this is, -1, whatever the number this is, +1. Got it? So now you can check over here. If you click on that, so in previous value was 0, so 0, 0 number value was 0 initial value. So now what is happening? Set number is changing the number value. So number was previously 0 plus 1 become 1. 1. See 1. Again, if you come here, again you click. So as of now it's a 1. Number is 1. Again we want to click one more. It will become the 2. As of now 2. Now we want to decrement by 1. 1, 1, 0. Like that. Any doubt till here? Anyone? Pankaj, Rahul.
No, no, no.
Okay, Sanjay. Cool. At least you know like how we were using on click, how we can create a function. Cool.
Yes.
Any doubt, any kind of, if you want to ask for curiosity, you can ask. Any question you can ask. But make sure you guys have to ask one question. Yesterday, Sanjay asked few questions. Okay, so other people can ask. Hi, Mishwa. Okay, so silence means I'll think everyone is getting. Cool. Yeah, tell me. Go ahead.
No.
Okay. Okay, so today we have created one a small assignment called increment or decrement of this number. So we will wrap this for the today. Just go through this. I'll share this code with you guys. I will share very simple code. Only two button. In between we are using number. We have one a state and two function that we were calling on here on change on click here. Right? Okay. So now I'll share this code with you. Okay.
Nishant,
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
how to avoid it go negative negatively -1, -2, -2. How to
Okay.
avoid it and it zero come to zero.
Okay. Okay. So I will give you hint. We will do in next class. Try by yourself. I'll give you hint. Good question.
Okay.
So see, it's going till -1. Okay. So if you do not want to use, if you do not want to like, oh, this number should not be a -1. Like suppose you are going to purchase some shoes or some t-shirt. So there is also one plus increment and decrement button, right?
Yes, Nishant.
So there if you do -8, what is meaning? Mean this is meaningless, right? Objects should not be a minus. The count will be not a minus one, right? So depend on your product nature. If you want to restrict till 0, right? So
Okay.
what you will do? There is a condition called if else statement. Okay, there is a condition called if else statement. So if, okay, let me do only. So actually we didn't even teach you that if else statement. That's why I do not want to. So if the number value is greater than 0, then only you can say. Okay, so if the number is greater than 0, then only you can decrease. Otherwise, you can't. If it's a 0 also you can't decrease, right? Because it will not come. So what we will do? We'll give inside that one else. Here we'll give console. Sorry, you can't select less than 1, right? Any message you can give. See, now we will go over here. Refresh this page. Okay. So now, as of now, it's a 3, 5. Cool. 8. So now if we decrease, it will work. 5, 6, 4, 2, 1. Now, okay, something I missed. What is that? it's showing assignment.js line number 12. Assignment.js line number 12. See how we console it. This is not a correct way. Dot log. Okay. If any kind of issue came, you can figure it out. So here simply it's telling uncatch type error console is not a function. It's saying console is not function because previously we are using console, not console.log. Okay. So that's why it's the error was coming. So now again we will refresh, increase till 5. Now we will do the decrement. Cool. You can see sorry you can't select less than 1. So like that you can restate. Okay.
Okay.
Okay everyone. We'll share you the code. I will remove the if else condition. Okay. You can do the normal one. Then going forward you can add the if else. I just did for the learning purpose. Will or else let it be. If you didn't use if else also it will fine. Okay. Okay everyone.